Today, we're going to be talking about the story of War and Peace, based on the novel by Leo Tolstoy, illustrated by Simona Borsi. Whose voice do you think this is? This is Eyo's voice. Today, you're going to be watching my channel of books. This is part 1. Peace is far away. We're going to be doing this day by day. Chapter 1, day 1. Chapter 2, day 2. Chapter 3, day 3. To day 9. Now we're going to be focusing on Pierre's first party, which is on page 8. Now, here are the characters in the story. We have Pierre Bezukov. Look at his face and simplify if you like him. Now, secondly, this is Vasily Kuragin, his elderly cousin. Look at him. Now, this is Andrew Bolkonsky, Pierre's friend. Now, this is Lisa Bolkonskaya, Andrew's wife. Now, this is Helene Kuragina, Vasily's daughter. Now, this is Anatol Kuragin, Vasily's son. And now, this is Natasha Rostova. We don't really know much about her, but she comes later, maybe somewhere at day 5. And this is Nicholas Bolkonsky, Lisa's son. Lisa died on her son's birth. Now, this is part 1, Peace is far away. Day 1, which is chapter 1, Pierre's first party. Pierre Bezukov looked different from everyone else at the party. All the other guests were princesses and princes, all perfumed, all glittering in jewels, silk and embroidery. Pierre was tall, awkward, rather fat, and wore glasses. He was the illegitimate son of a dying duke. Since he was poor, everyone, particularly his elder cousin, Prince Vasily, considered him to be a rank below themselves. Pierre had only one friend at the party, Prince Andrew Bolkonsky. Pierre listened as his hostess shrieked, "I hate Napoleon. His army marches through Europe, conquering every country he wants. No one will help. England and Austria are useless. Only Russia can save Europe." "Well, what do you think, Vasily?" "What can one say?" replied Vasily languidly, watching his stumbling son Anatole and his lovely daughter Helene. He brought Helene here to find a rich husband. Any husband would do who could be persuaded to pay off Anatole's huge debts. Introduce me," whispered Pierre to Andrew, unable to take his eyes off Helene. Her beauty was cold, but alluring. She was compelling. Andrew shrugged. He was watching his wife Lisa as she danced, his lips curled in a sneer. "Don't ever marry, Pierre," he said. You'll lose your freedom. I'm chained to parties and gossip and silly women who think of nothing." Pierre was astonished. He'd always thought fate had smiled on Andrew. Handsome, rich, well-connected and good at everything. Life shone the opposite, in fact, of himself. Andrew's life shone with success. And on top of that, Lisa was expecting a baby. Lisa must have sensed Andrew's despising glance. She ran to him crying, "I wish you weren't going away to fight. I'll be lonely with you, waiting for the baby to arrive." "You're joining the army? Why?" asked Pierre, as Lisa, receiving no answer from Andrew, turned away in despair. "Because I hate my life," Andrew replied. "Besides, if men did not fight for other men's belief, there would be no wars." "No war? How splendid! Are you even right to be fighting Napoleon?" "He believes in free speech, the freedom of the press and equality." Pierre's loud voice stopped the butt of conversation in a sudden, appalled silence. Everyone hated and feared Napoleon. "I don't want that buffoon, Hélène," thought Vasily, beckoning his daughter over Pierre, watching her move lightly through the throng, smiling, as if graciously allowing everyone the privilege of admiring her loveliness. "You like Hélène," Anatole mumbled to Pierre, slurring her words. "You will never get her. Come along this evening to my party, much better than this." At Anatole's door late that night, the stench of sweat and smoke billowed in the street. Pierre heard screams of laughter and a bear growling. Inside, the men. It was a party only for men. Were pulling the bear's chain to irritate it. Pierre soon as caught up the madness as the rest, lifted the bear and danced around the room with it. He never remembered the rest of the evening. How they pushed the bear into a carriage on the way to see some actresses. How a policeman tried to interfere. How they tied the bear to the policeman and threw them both in the river. Pierre thought a little of Andrew. Andrew would never get to such a party or behave like that, but there was something in Pierre's character that loved recklessness. Tomorrow is chapter 2. Money Can't Buy Love. Thank you for joining us on day 1. I would like to see you tomorrow. Thank you.